Hi everyone, I'm Trish Triumpho Sullivan, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester for painting, and that is Art 6 A and B, watercolors and oils, right? Art A is watercolors, Art B is oils. So welcome to class. I'm excited to be your instructor this semester, and we're going to have a great time creating beautiful drawings and paintings and have some good art to hang up on your wall when you're done. But let's talk just a moment about what the class is going to be about. So, one of the things that I like to tell my students is if you can't draw it, you can't paint it. So you have to be able to draw decently in order to be able to paint decently. And no matter what skill level you're at, the exercises that we do in this class are designed specifically to raise your level of expertise. So the quality of your work is going to improve no matter what level you're at to begin with. You could be a beginner, you could be intermediate, you can be advanced, but following the exercises that we do in this class will be how you're going to raise the quality of your work. And we're going to do that through some very dedicated daily drawing exercises, basically. And it'll take you about 5 minutes a day. So I'm going to ask that everybody commits to spending at least 5 minutes a day drawing. And that's through the whole semester. So that even on weekends, I want you to take 5 minutes out of your day. And set the timer on your phone or set a timer, in your home to do some drawing. So just a 5 minutes a day will make your drawing improve. So I'm really excited about this because every semester I not only am able to help students raise the quality to better their work, but I learn a lot from the students too. So this is a great thing for me as well. I really enjoy teaching, and I'm happy to be here to be your instructor. We have a book. We have a book that's required. It's called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain by Betty Edwards. And then I have a book that I recommend, and it's called, actually let me get the books really quick and I'll show you. So this is Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain by Betty Edwards, and in any edition, okay, it doesn't matter, it could be old, or new, so we're good, any edition. And then a book that's required for this class, but a book that I recommend that you have is called How to Paint and Draw by Hazel Harrison. Now this book is out of print, so they don't make new ones. But you can usually find a used copy online for fairly inexpensive. Most students can get one for under $10, and I've actually seen them for as low as $3 or $4. And so that's a pretty decent price. So those are our tools that we're going to be using besides pencils and paper and paints and brushes and canvas. So I want you to be able to acquire your tools as soon as possible. And there's separate lectures about all of that stuff. But before we get started with all the technical portion of the class, I just want to talk a little bit about painting. Painting's been around since humans have been around. And that's because humans have an innate, an urge, a need to actually create, to be creative. And we find paintings from the very first cavemen or cave people that 50,000 years ago we have, and 60,000 years ago we have evidence of humans creating. And humans are creative beings. Like we have this urge, this need to beautify our surroundings, to do things that are pleasing to the eye. And granted, I often have people tell me, well, I'm not creative. I can't draw. I can't do this. I can't do that. Well, the fact is, we're all creative. We all make creative decisions every single day of our lives. We choose what kind of clothes we're going to wear. We choose what kind of car we're going to drive. We choose so many different things, how to decorate our house or our space. And we choose these things, and that's how we're creative. Even if you can't draw or you don't think you can paint, you're creative every day. You're creating things. You're creating artistic choices. And I want you to come into this with an open mind that yes, you can. No matter what your level is, you can do some really great work. And I know you'll be able to this semester. I'm excited to be here with you and for you to help facilitate that. So that said, I want to talk just a tiny bit about painting. So painting is all about light. Just like we need light to see, paintings need light in them to feel alive. And that's how we describe our subject in 3 dimensions is by light and shadow, and a little bit of perspective as well. And we'll be getting into that too. But the light and shadow is what's so exciting about painting, and that's what makes the painting. And besides that, painting is about color and how we describe, how color can describe our moods. And I want you to think about that for a minute. So light's important. How light hits things and the shadows that it makes can make all the difference in the world between how a painting looks. If you're, say you're doing a portrait and the sun, and you're doing it outside and the sun is coming from directly above on your subject, you're going to have deep shadows in the eyes and deep shadow under the nose and a deep shadow on the neck. Very deep shadows that are going to be obscuring some of the most important parts of your subject, such as the eyes, right, and the mouth. So it's really important that you think about light as a tool that you're using to describe your subject and how you can get a different mood by the light. But also color. Color can create a different mood or a feeling or even emotion. What do people say? How does someone describe someone who's feeling sad? A lot of times you'll hear someone say, oh, he's blue. He's feeling blue. Right? They're using a color to describe someone's mood, someone's feelings. So feeling blue means you feel sad. So blue can be a sad color. Right? It could be. Red. Red is a color we all know. In some cultures, red is the color of good luck. Right? It's a lucky color. It's a very important color in Asian cultures especially. We see red as being a color that you get married in, right? Because it's such a lucky color. But red can also have other meanings. Sometimes it can mean angry. Like when you're seeing red, it means you're angry, right? But it also could be the color of love. So we think of red roses or a red heart, as something that symbolizes love. And so color can be a really important sensation almost in your paintings. So you really want to think about what colors that you're going to be using in your paintings. Are they going to be warm colors such as yellow and red, or cool colors such as blue? And those are really important decisions that you're going to make. Do you want your painting, to your palette, to give your painting a warm feel, or do you want it to feel cool and maybe nocturnal even? So these are things that really make a difference in your painting. The light, the color, even the style of your painting. So whatever your style is can make a big difference. I love painting and I love creating, and I want to share my joy with you and have you feel as much joy and fun in the creative process as I do. And that's what we're going to do this semester. So let's get started, and I'll see you in class.